Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today we're doing another twin flame energy reading. This reading is meant to be timeless, so no matter when you find it, no matter where you're at on your journey when you find it, there is a message for you here. Today we're going to be pulling from Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angela Hartfield. The first card is relaxation. Rest and relaxation is just as important on the twin flame journey as the inner work. Of course, you have to do the inner work in order to move through your challenges, but you also have to allow yourself the time to rest and incorporate the healing that you've done. If you just dig and dig and dig and dig and dig and never allow yourself to fully integrate the healing that you've done, you aren't actually really learning the lessons. You're just kind of digging into yourself and maybe getting high or maybe not allowing yourself to fully process your emotions. You want to give yourself time to rest and fully integrate all your lessons. A lot of times, the way you get through upheaval is to take a nap, is to allow yourself to rest and do something fun and really get in touch with your body. I know, especially early in my journey, I would feel upheaval after doing a lot of deep healing or even light healing, especially sometimes early in my inner work life. I would do a bunch of healing and then I would feel that upheaval and I would think, oh no, I have to continue healing because I heal, I feel upheaval. And the thing about upheaval is you can't heal upheaval because you've already healed the underlying cause, and the upheaval is the anxiety, the residual stuff that's coming out because you've already healed it, right? You can't heal that. You just have to allow that to move on. And once that leaves you, you're allowed to, you can feel that peace that's underneath. You can feel the results of your healing underneath that, but you have to allow it to leave. If you continue to dig at it, if you continue to kind of grasp at it because you're like, oh, I gotta heal this, come back, you're not allowing yourself to fully heal. So surrender to allowing yourself to relax and move through your lessons in a peaceful way. The next card is Innocence. And this feels like it's a reminder that you are a child of God. You are inherently innocent. And just because you have upsets to come up, to be moved through, doesn't mean it's there because you've done something wrong or that you're bad in any way. You are an innocent child of God, always, no matter what's going on. You can always make the choice for love. You can always make a new choice where you found that you were choosing fear or anger or hatred or something that's not in alignment with love. All you need to do is make the new choice and, follow love and in guiding you back home. It reminds me of, the story of the prodigal son, right? Where, he goes off and he squanders his father's money and, you know, besmirches besmirches his name and things like that. And you know, uh, he comes back because he's wasted the fortune and all this stuff. He comes back to his father, and his father greets him with open arms. And God is like that. God doesn't care what you think you've done. God doesn't see the upsets. God doesn't see ego because that doesn't really exist. And once you make a new choice and you love yourself and you allow yourself to let all of that go, your true innocence will always shine through. So remember underneath everything that you are innocent and you never need to feel bad or guilty or punish yourself in any way for anything that you think that you've done. You just make the new choice for love and you atone by forgiveness and making that new choice. The next card is Generosity. And to me, this speaks of the generosity of the universe. God is very generous. God is abundant. God is so, so very loving and forgiving and kind. And as you embrace love, as you, understand that God isn't trying to, God wants you to grow so that you can grow in joy and love, but your primary purpose is to love and to be loved and to live a joyful life. And when you surrender to allowing God to love you, you can see how the world is generously working in your favor rather than, being against you. You experience life being against you when you're fighting against the flow of life, when you're fighting against love, when you're choosing something that's out of alignment with love. But when you come back into alignment, when you choose that love, you choose your innocence, and you claim your natural abundance as a child of God, the world opens up for you, and you are able to experience God's true generous nature. The next card is enlightenment. And this is just a reminder of what the journey really is that you are seeking enlightenment. You are seeking oneness with God, oneness with the universe, and a recognition that you are not your body. You are not just this lifetime. You are a spirit, a soul with a body, having a human experience. And this is just a part of your ascension. This is a part of you learning and growing and coming into alignment with God. You do have a choice and a role to play in it, but this is the ultimate goal of your union, your twin flame union, your twin flame journey, is to seek that deeper enlightenment for yourself and your union with God. It's not just about this other person. It's not really about that other person at all. It's your relationship with God and the divine and your eternal enlightenment and growth. And the last card, the bottom of the deck, is drive. And this really speaks to me about the motivation that you have for your journey. You want to get very clear on your why that you do anything. This is including your twin flame journey. This is including your life purpose. You have to get clear on the why you do something. Is it just because you do your life purpose just because you want money? Do you do it because it's something that you love to do? Do you want to be with your twin flame just because you want somebody to be with? Or you do it because you want the deeper spiritual connection with God and the riches of being on a spiritual journey? You have to get clear on that. And it's okay to be where you're at, no matter where you are in your desires and where you feel that you are. That's okay, no matter where you're at, but you really want to get clear on what is driving you forward. And if you are just moving from a place of lack, you're driven by fear, then that's really going to affect your journey. You're going to see more negative results because you're being driven on this egoic fear um, rather than being driven by love and the pursuit of God, which is going to see, greater fruitful results rather than something that is built on an illusion. And what I really love about this card is I didn't know much about Ganesha, and I'm sure some of the Indian students that are watching this will correct me if I'm incorrect. But what I learned upon studying a little bit about this was that Ganesha, of course, he's like kind of like an elephant type god, and he either rides or uses uh, mice, rats, I guess, to pull his chariot or to ride on them as a symbol, as symbolizing that he has overcome ego. And to me, that felt very powerful, and I think this card really speaks to that as well. Is you want to overcome being driven by ego, because ego, like these mice to the elephant, is very small, and although they're huge right here to pull the god Ganesha, right? But if you think of a real elephant and a mouse, elephants are often depicted as being scared of mice. It's kind of like a human being afraid of a spider or something like that. You're much bigger, but for some reason you're afraid of them. But when you overcome fear, when you overcome these really small things in the grand scheme of things, you become in your power and you're able to move forward instead of being stopped by something so small, which is, misaligned beliefs or fear that you won't have love or won't be loved. Find out your why, see the root of that, and if it's not love, root it out, heal it, and you'll find your true drive in the clarity underneath. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. If you'd like support on your twin flame journey, whether that be a one-on-one coaching session, or your own personalized card reading, you can find my services at SacredTwinFlameUnion.com, and I will see you all in the next video.